Alright, so how did our experiment go?
Our experiment?
Yeah, our experiment of doing videos that meet the audience where they're at by teaching them how to write the terrible books they've always longed to write.
I mean, well, multiple people said it was the best video we ever did on allegories.
Just like I predicted. People love themselves some terrible fictions and some terrible YouTube videos. Shall we do another?
I mean, as long as we're selling out.
Which we are.
Do you want to write the worst fight scene ever?
If so, you've come to the right place.
Because when the reader is coming to the end of your action novel, the last thing they want is a suspenseful, climactic ending.
Literally, nobody wants that.
So, here's what you need to do. First, you want to plan the fight scene. Begin by inserting the fight scene into a random point in the story.
The biggest mistake you can make is to write an action scene that is really important to the overall plot.
Which is why fight scenes work best when they're random.
Just as random as the upload schedule for Kingdom Pen. I don't even know why we're telling you to plan out these action scenes. They don't need to be planned out.
As everyone knows, action scenes are what you're supposed to write when you have writer's block.
Because nothing gives your story a second wind like a random, pointless fight scene.
Once you've inserted your fight scene at a sufficiently random point in the narrative, the next step is to choose who's going to be in the fight scene.
The best path is to roll the dice. Write a name of the character on each side of the dice and roll them randomly to determine who's fighting who.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if these characters wouldn't have an actual reason to fight each other.
Readers will never mind you forcing characters into the narrative.
Which leads to the next point. Make sure the reader has no emotional stake in the characters involved in the action scene.
That's why you always begin a novel with an epic fight scene.
Yeah, after all, your readers won't have had enough time yet to form an emotional connection with the characters, which means starting your novel with an action scene will be the best way to make it unemotionless and boring.
Make sure you're randomly selecting characters for your beginning fight scene as well.
Once you've done that, your action scene will be fully planned. The next step is to write it. First, make sure that your hero is much more powerful than his opponent.
Or her opponent. Women can be in fight scenes too. Hashtag Wonder Woman, y'all.
If the reader ever has to worry that the hero may actually lose the fight, they're gonna lose interest.
So you need to make sure that it's obvious from the outset that the hero is going to win easily.
One of the best ways to make sure the reader never fears for your hero is to pit him against an army of expendable villains.
Bonus points if your expendable villains suffer from the Stormtrooper effect and can't hit any of their heroes or even injure them.
Make sure the villains never seriously injure the hero or anyone he cares about, so that the audience never needs to fear for the hero's life. Instead, just let the hero plow right through them.
Audiences like nothing more than hordes of faceless, nameless villains for their heroes to just chow down like I chow down the puppy chow I make from milking my puppies.
After all, what better way to write a story than by dehumanizing your villains?
Let's just move on.
When you're writing the fight, make sure you focus entirely on the action that's going on.
Don't write about no emotions, no motivations, no characterizations, no nothing.
As we all know, fight scenes in books are the best when it's just people punching or shooting each other. After all, if it works for Michael Bay...
More like Michael, my bae. And if you want to be my bae too, that's 724. Psych, you wish. Got him.
Like I was saying, if it works for Michael Bay, it will work in your story as well. This especially works well if you write the scene in such a way that the reader has no clue what's going on.
Don't include careful descriptions of what's going on.
Just keep things vague and defined. It's just all poetical, right? You just
kind of like Kingdom Pen's business plans.
The reader will easily be able to understand what's going on, just like we understand our business plan.
Yeah, so try to write with the literary equivalent of a shaky cam.
On that note, please make sure the fight is unrealistic.
People don't read books to read about the real world.
So you need to find ways to make the fight feel fake.
Allow your hero to easily fight multiple opponents at once.
Multiple punches to the head never seriously hurt anyone.
Guns always have unlimited bullets.
Characters never suffer from exhaustion.
No one ever needs to be hospitalized.
You don't need training to be a good fighter.
And falling shards of glass never hurt anyone.
In other words, don't try to research what a realistic fight looks like.
Just trust that your audience is as stupid as you and won't know the difference.
The last thing to do is to make sure you end your fight scene well.
And by well, we mean terribly. It's the name of the series after all.
There are many different ways you can end a fight scene. You could allow the villain to win, and then monologue about his evil plan until reinforcements suddenly arrive to save the hero. Hardy boys.
What a coincidence.
You can allow the hero to win by a stroke of luck.
What a coincidence.
You can even seemingly kill a character, just to bring him back from the dead in the next scene.
What a coincidence.
But I think we all know the best way for your fight scene to end.
One word, Capifers. Martha.
Follow these steps, and you too can write the worst fight scene ever.
Because remember, it isn't the story that counts.
It's about how many times your characters can punch each other.
I got a shirt!
Yeah,
Let's go! Anna, take a video!
Okay,
Show me it, Anna!
I'm showing them.
Viewers that look like me now!
Oh,
My face!
I'm sorry,
On the
guys.
shirt! Come at me!
Okay, all right, I think we got the shot. No, I can't see the shot anymore. There you go. Yep, we're good. I got the shot. I got the shot. We're good. We're good. Relax. You can stop. No, seriously, like,
We coming at them.
no, like,
They
stop.
ain't ready for us. They ain't ready for us.
Daniel, stop. Yeah, okay.
KingdomPen.org. Go there.